Well, today is New Year's Day, and we got snow overnight down where we lived, so we weren't really sure where the snow all was at. So today we decided to get out and drive up to Woodland Park, and there's a Mexican restaurant up here that we like. We have a old family tradition that every year on New Year's Day that we have Mexican food. So we are driving up to Woodland Park to have Mexican food and to see what kind of snow they got up here in the mountains, and to do a little bit of a drive around the area. So I did not do a live stream today simply because I knew we'd be going through the hills and didn't know really if there's going to be anything worthy of a live stream. So we're just going to do a video and I'll upload it. So if you're watching it, I got it uploaded. So we're going through the canyon right now, heading up from Colorado Springs to Woodland Park. So it's a pretty neat drive. Sunny. I don't see any snow at all down here, or up here rather. We got quite a bit down where we were at, but it's going to melt off pretty quick. The temperature right now is 22 degrees. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, and our Mexican restaurant opens at 11, so we got a little bit of time to kill. So anyway, welcome along, and we'll show you the drive here for a bit. Let's see. As you can see, the mountains just kind of dusted with snow. It looks like somebody just kind of sprinkled flour over them or something, you know. But it is a nice sunny day. Good day for a drive. We did a video not long ago when we went up on Pikes Peak, and on our way back down we stopped by the North Pole, Santa's workshop, and did a video, showed a video of the inside and all that, and the rides that they had and stuff. But that sign right there says North Pole, next left. So we're kind of in the same area we were in before. Get to Santa's workshop, you take a left right here, go up the mountain a bit, but we ain't going there. Christmas is done. He's already got his elves busy working in the shop, so we're not going to interrupt them. Well, we have come out of the canyon, and we are still heading toward Woodland Park, but it's up ahead about a mile or so. Here's their city limit sign. The thing down here, they don't show the population normally, they just tell you the elevation. So I know down in Texas they tell you the population of towns. Up here it's a little bit different. And we got a policeman sitting there trying to get a ticket today for everybody, give them a nice start for the year. Running from there. So, welcome to Woodland Park. Our little Mexican restaurant's up here on the right, but I don't think they open until 11 o'clock, so we'll come back by here in a bit. More of a tourist town. A lot of people come up here just to get out of the city. But cute little town though. And they say the city of Woodland Park is the city above the clouds, because most of the time it is. You can see the clouds below it, but not today. It's pretty clear. Got another little restaurant here on the right that says Grandmother's Kitchen. They're normally open, I think, just for breakfast. It's a good place to eat. Then there's another one up here. It's not really a restaurant. It's like a donut shop, the Donut Mill, which is kind of cool. So, got good donuts. Got ice cream. Kind of a nice place to stop for a snack. There's the Donut Mill there on the right. And typical Woodland Park. Got the big tall pines and lots of woods. Homes tucked into them. A lot of housing additions out here too. Golfing today. They do have some snow out there. Yeah, we stopped off here. There's a picnic campground in here. So just thought we'd pull off and look, since we got to kill some time here. They do have nice campgrounds in Colorado, though. We've been to a lot of them. So, growing up with the kids, we camped a lot. Pretty back in here. Maybe we'll see a bear. That'd be cool. When we lived down in Grand Junction, we were driving up on the Grand Mesa one time and we saw a bear run across the road out in front of our vehicle a little ways ahead of us. It's kind of cool. Just a loop. Oh, keeps going. Be a good place to come and hike. Pretty nice back in here. Still haven't seen the picnic tables yet, so they must be further back. The sign said dead end. So I wonder if that means it's just going to stop or if it's going to give us a way to get out. Normally dead end means just dead stop. Yeah, well, we just did a U-ey, getting kind of steep back there, coming up a hill, and I didn't want to get down in there on something snow covered and not be able to get out. So. Tall trees, sure pretty. So it's a good way to start out the new year. We get out and do a little drive, and eat Mexican food, just kind of enjoy the day. Didn't have to work today, so. If we had the grandkids, or if we had the grandkids this summer, might be nice to get them and go somewhere and do a little overnight camping trip or something. Give them a chance to enjoy the outdoors. I got plenty of camping equipment, a ton of camping equipment that we've collected over the years. So I'm still hanging on to it. I'm eventually going to give it to my son. When he gets enough room to store it all. That way him and the grandkids can enjoy it, his family. That right? More like one lane road here. Get some other trail over there too. Little speckles on the windshield. got some wind. That flag is flapping in the wind. Maybe we'll get the drone up over in this area today. Sure would like to get that thing up in the air again, get some footage. I have a lot of people that watch our website, our channel, said they sure do enjoy the drones. Kind of watching my phone too, because once before it got too hot, it shut off, because I do have it in a case. So I don't know if I take it out of the case, it won't get as hot. But the sun is shining right in the windshield, so it might get hot. So we have to pause it until we get into a different spot. So I'm gonna do that real quick so it doesn't overheat. Anyway, we just pulled into an area called Stone Ridge. It's a housing addition. So go over here and check it out. We're still 25 minutes away from the restaurant opening, so looks like one of these days they're gonna have a guard at the gate or something. Nice area, lots of trees. Guess they're still working on this, not even paved yet. Hole down there. Better not come down this road too fast. We're gonna drive off in that hole. But we are in our chase vehicle today. We just don't have all the equipment in it. So we're just gonna do a video rather than a live stream. Karen's sitting on the passenger side instead of driving. So looking for a nice house with a lot of trees. I guess this is a place to come to. Welcome to Colorado. But this time next year we're going to be living in Texas. Moved down there closer to the grandkids and family and all. And we wanted to get into Tornado Alley. So we'll sell our house here and move down there and pay cash for a home in Texas, so we don't have a mortgage payment, and go ahead and retire, and we're going to do it full time. So at least we have a plan for retirement. A lot of people don't. So we'll see how that works out. And all these people up here, it seems like, have fences around their trees, or their little trees, because the deer come in here and eat them. They chew on them and it kills them, so they have to put chicken wire or fencing around their little trees, their little saplings, until they get started good. Nice little signs. Coming soon. Coming soon. Maybe that's what we ought to put in the front yard, our front yard. Let people know we're going to be hosting it. No help. Okay. What's this way? Oh, one of the flags at half-mast. Found where they park all the school buses. Research Drive. And as we're coming back into the main street of town here, mountains in the background. Dinosaur museum's on the right. You want to come up and look at the dinosaurs, dinosaur museum. Well, it's 10:50 our time, about 10 minutes till, so got to kill a little bit more time, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and park up here at our restaurant. Make sure they're even going to be open today. There's a car there, so maybe they will be. There was a car there earlier. We'll out here. Well, I think they're open today. I don't see any stripes of any kind, so. Guess we'll find out at 11 o'clock if they open that door or not. We'll just sit here and find out. Well, folks, to our disappointment, our favorite Mexican restaurant up here isn't open today. I guess they're all recovering from hangovers. So we're going to drive on out to Mueller State Park, drive around in there and see if there's any hardcore campers out camping for the new year. And then we are going to head back down to Colorado Springs and eat at our second favorite restaurant, if it's open. I'll call them before we go to make sure. Should have called up here and checked this one, but I figured they'd be open. Usually the restaurants are open. So anyway, we are heading through town, Woodland Park, going down to Mueller State Park. So bear with us as we travel. Alright, we made a pit stop here to grab us something to drink, use the restroom before we head on out to the state park, because I have a feeling their visitor center will be closed today. So anyhow, we're going to sit here and get our snacks together. If you've never tried Coke and peanuts, now we're from Texas, so we do things a little different. But I like to get a Coca-Cola and get a small bag of peanuts. I'm going to turn the camera around for a minute. Coke and peanuts. So you drink the Coke down a little bit, and you pour the peanuts in the Coke. And it's good. Okay, now I've got the peanuts in the Coke. So it's gross. See? Peanuts in the old Coca-Cola. It's kind of cool. So then when you Coke, you get a crunchy flavored peanuts. It's kind of salty and sweet. It's actually good. So, alright, so we are on the road and we are heading for Mueller State Park. Look at those mountains in the background. Ain't that pretty? By the way, Coke and peanuts are really, really good. And if you turn left right here at the light, you will be at the UC Health Center. So it's their regional hospital off to the left. So kind of a self-contained little town up here. Coming down through here toward Mueller State Park, right down here on the right-hand side is, and I forgot the name of it, but it's Boys Ranch. Should be on there. John Wesley Ranch. So, anyway, if you want to know where that ranch is at, it's right out here, and we are fixing to turn into Mueller State Park. So they're right out here close together. Easy to find. Find out if everything in here is open. Well, nobody in the booth there. Hang on just a second. All right, now we are at Mueller State Park. We had to stop and get the registration out of our glove box because our registration includes an annual park pass for the state parks. So we got that out and set it up on the dash. These roads are still pretty yucky. Not a lot of traffic, especially in the shade of these trees, not melting off very quick. But at least they have come in here and plowed it. They do have cabins out here that you can rent, I believe, year-round. So they keep the road open at least up until that point of the park. And I don't know how far back it goes. I'm sure the campgrounds are seasonal. I don't know which ones they would have open. We had talked about coming up here once. We had some good friends that lived here in Colorado Springs also, and they moved to Texas. And while they were still here, we were talking about coming up and renting one of these cabins, you know, for a few days, just to kind of get away and enjoy visiting and stuff. But never could get it together. So cabins were really nice, though. We did go through and look at them, and real nice. Would have been a nice vacation for us all. Horse crossing. I don't know if there'd be anybody out horseback riding today. Got a lot of snow up here. Yeah, where there are no trees, the roads have cleared up pretty good, but where it's shaded in the trees, it's still kind of snow-packed. During the summer, though, it sure is busy up here. There's a lot of cars at the visitor center. They got their flag half mast also. So here is the Mueller State Park Visitor Center. Really nice inside. Great views. We've already used restrooms, so do you want to go in?
No. Do you?
quite a few people up here actually. Kind of surprised. I guess everybody wanted to start the year off out of town after being cooped up for Christmas and everything. We can back up if you need to. What'd you see? Oh, you saw Yogi out there. Picture? Yeah, why not? Pull in here and let the camera pick it up too. And you got those pretty old mountains in the background. Been lots of people walking around in here. Windshield's kind of nasty, but rinse it off for my wife here. Her side was kind of yucky. "27 degrees out there, folks, and it's 11:37 Colorado time. New Year's Day, and we are in Mueller State Park, Colorado. Thought it'd be a good way to start the year. Do a little bit of a drive, sightseeing, and Mexican food when we get back to a Mexican restaurant. The one we were wanting to go to was closed. So when we go back to Woodland Park going home, I'm going to glance over there and see if there's any cars parked at that restaurant. They may have opened later in the day, so I'll check when we go by. And if they're open, we'll stop by there. If not, we'll go all the way back down to where we live and eat at our other favorite restaurant, Three Margaritas. So, what? Reservation only campground. And we're not going to occupy a campsite, so we're okay. Checkout time 12 noon. Doesn't look like it's that cold with the sun shining like it is. Got some people there sledding off to our right, sledding down the hill. Today's fire danger high. I don't think they've changed their sign. So this is one of the camping areas. nice if we had some kind of a little camper that we could pull and come up every once in a while. At our age, you know, I'm not into tent camping as much as I was when I was younger. Kind of like to have some kind of a little camper. See, these would be good right here. These little pull behinds. Looks like those are rentals. Both exactly alike. Which wouldn't be a bad idea either. A little slide out. Yeah, the cabins are in here. Just drive through here and turn slowly so you can kind of see them, but pretty nice cabins. So we got this one here on our left. Kind of nice. I'll let you see it. So that's one of them. Another one right there. I don't know where them people are going. They may be camping there. I don't know. I'm gonna turn around in here because I have no idea what they're doing. Y'all are getting dizzy. Oops. And this is the biggest one I think they've got. This is the one that we had actually looked at to come up and camp with our friends. It's got a great big open area in the center. And you know what? I'm gonna let you see inside. Maybe it'll work. I'm gonna take you with me. We're gonna get out. I'm gonna walk you up there and let you look in the windows. So, this is the one that we wanted to stay at. It's called the Ponderosa. And the bedrooms are on each side of the main foyer, the main entry. So I don't know if you can really see very much in there. But they have the main entry that goes all the way through with the kitchen to the left and the living area in the middle and a big fireplace, and the bedrooms are on each side, so you're kind of separated by the main living area. So it's really kind of nice setup, especially if you got 2 or more families. Do you remember how many bedrooms were in that, hon? 2? 4? Oh, so it's a 4-bedroom. So it's got 2 bedrooms on each side. I'm hooking it back up, so hang with me. So, and then it's got a big deck on the back with a grill, seating area. It's a really nice deck, and it's built on a hill, so the upper level is up here, and then it's got a lower level that goes out on the back. So would have been really neat. Be a great thing for a large group, you know, if you had like 3 or 4 families. But all 3 cabins have back decks with grills. And then the one to our left, someone's actually renting it. Their car's sitting there, so I'm not going to pull up in front of it. bathhouse and restroom on the left. So campers can go in there and shower and use restrooms and stuff. So there are people out here camping. So let's say start the new year off right. Go down here and turn around and go back out. They got a big bathhouse, restroom, and I think it's a washateria that we're going to make a loop here and go by. So if you're out camping and you got dirty clothes or something that you need to take care of, you can stop there. So right here on the right, they got a nice little playground for the kids and washateria area, restroom and all. It's nice up here in the summertime. Bring kids out, let them play and smell the pines, the campfire smoke. You can't beat camping. Maybe when we get down to Texas, we can look at maybe getting a small camper of some kind because we'll be close to the boys. They're growing up on us. Got one that's just turned what? Tyler just turned 10 or 11? 11? Oh, you can speak, honey. So Tyler, the older of the two grandsons, is 11, and I guess Zachary's 9. So they're growing up on us. We need to get down there where we can enjoy them a little bit before they're out on their own. So what we ought to do, hun, instead of buying a house, we ought to just buy us a really nice camper and pay cash for it. And live where we want to. That way when we go camping, we can just take the house with us. Well, that was the campground that's open. They actually have several campgrounds inside here, but only one of them is open right now. There's not that many people camping, so they usually open it on, I don't know which comes first, Labor Day or Memorial Day, but they open them on either Labor or Memorial, and then they close it on Labor or Memorial, whichever one comes next. So
Memorial, May, Labor Day, September.
okay. So they open it on Memorial Day and close it on Labor Day. And then the park superintendent, what's really cool, I guess this is with any state or national park, the park superintendent actually has a cabin or a house out here. We passed the gate coming in, but he's got his own house out here, so he gets to live out here. So they furnish him a place to live. Can't beat that. And have this national park as your backyard, or state park, yeah, it'd be nice. Kids have lots of room to play. Our son lives down in Texas. They have their own business, and he has the boys helping him in his business, so he's teaching them, you know, to work, and they're good at it. They're good workers, because even when they're here, if we have something going on or a task that needs to be done, they jump right on it. They like mowing yards and doing stuff like that too, so At least he's raising them to work. They know how to work and earn a living. So we're happy about that. Got them in church. So they're getting a good private education. So we're doing good. But our son is prior military. He was in the Army. So he did real well. Did real well in the Army. Our daughter's in the Navy. Was in the Navy, actually. She's out now, I think, and got her master's in nursing, so she's a nurse. So she's doing well. And her husband is a E8. I think it's a master sergeant in the Navy. So they, Master Chief in the Navy, and they live up in Illinois. So they're doing well. So for the most part, our kids are doing really well, and our grandkids are doing really well. So we're thankful for that.
Jennifer and Barry have 3.
I'm sorry?
Jennifer and Barry have 3.
Oh, and then of course our daughter, the ones that live up in Illinois, they have 2 boys and a girl. So there are 3 grandkids there. Don't get to see them much at all, so too far away. Once we get moved and retire, we'll be free to do a whole lot more. And if we end up chasing a storm up in that area, who knows? We may drop in on them someday, scare them to death, or park in the street and throw rocks at their house, make them come out. Knowing Barry, he'd probably start shooting. Speed limit 25. Haven't seen any wildlife. Of course, all the bears may be in hibernation. I don't know. A day like this, I think they'd be out foraging a little bit. If y'all are watching this video, do me a favor. We finally reached over 1,000 subscribers. Very thankful for that. One of our chat people that jumped in on our chat recently helped us out pretty much 100%. He did great. But when I went in there to apply for to monetize, it said I have one more goal that I have to reach, and that was 3,000 public hours of viewing. So our videos have to have a total of 3,000 hours of people watching them. So if you're watching this video, please do me a favor and watch all of our videos and tell your friends to watch them and subscribers to watch them, because we need that 3,000 hours of viewing time. And once I get that, I've got all of the qualifications taken care of and we can monetize. So I want to put our t-shirts, we do have t-shirts, that way I can put those on our channel and people can order a t-shirt and we can get that t-shirt to you. So we have some beautiful t-shirts. They're awesome.
And we're talking about magnets. We're talking about magnets.
What?
We're talking about magnets.
Oh, yeah, we're going to try to make, my wife just reminded me, I don't know why she's whispering, but we've been talking about magnets too, like refrigerator magnets or small magnets. We had magnets made for the side of our car, but I just kind of guessed at the size, and they were definitely too big to put on the car. They look great on the side of your house. That's how big they are. Way too big. I think they've made them 18 inches, or no, I'm sorry, 24 inches square. And that's definitely too big for the side of this car. So we're going to have some remade. Just haven't gotten ordered yet. But we do have t-shirts. I'll be able to put those on our web channel, our YouTube channel, as soon as I get enough views. So like I say, please do watch the videos, watch them all. Watch them more than once. Share them with people, and help us get that 3,000 hours of viewing. So we just left the park, and we're heading back down to Woodland Park. I'm gonna glance over when we go by the restaurant and see if it's open. If not, we're heading on down back to Colorado Springs. We're gonna eat lunch, and then maybe head out east of Colorado Springs, out toward the flatlands a little bit, and see what's going on out there. It's too windy up here on the mountain. Maybe I can find a calm spot down there. I'd love to get the drone up today. I brought it with me. But I'd love to get the drone up for a little while, get some kind of new footage on the drone. People are asking for drones, so we'll see what we can do. We just pulled off the highway. We're pulling into a little park off the side of the highway up here that we come to frequently when we have our grandsons. Bring them up here and let them kind of hang out and play. But it's very pretty up here. Great view of the mountains around us. I did do a drone video from this same spot, and it is on our YouTube channel. So I'll spin around sideways here. So there's a playground and all. Put it on your side. So since we're planning on being in Texas this time next year, we're trying to get as much road time in as we can while we're still here in Colorado, because once we move, only time we'll ever come up here maybe is to vacation or chase storms. So trying to get all them memories in while we're still here. We did have the boys with us once. Every time we have them, we try to do something special with them. I know one time we have an area up here, it's the Royal Gorge. It has a bridge that goes all the way across it, but in that same area they have wasn't it the Royal Gorge Railroad we did? Yeah. So they have a train that does a little trip, and the boys had never been on a real live train, and it is a regular train. It's got dining cars and everything. So Karen and I secretly purchased the tickets for all four of us, and when we had them, they thought we were just doing a road trip, and we ended up out there at the Royal Gorge Railroad, and we were just kind of looking around like we were just shopping for souvenirs and stuff. And then we slipped the guy our tickets, and we started walking out through the gate toward the trains, and of course the boys had no idea what was going on. And we got closer and closer, and finally we got to the one that we were supposed to be going to. We had tickets for the dining car. Had a glass top on it so you could see the mountains, and you could order a meal and all that. So we started getting on the train. The boys were just astounded that we were actually climbing onto a real train. And we sat there. It's very, very comfortable. We had an excellent place to sit. And I kind of figured that the food on the train would be like TV dinner type, you know, just kind of thrown together sandwiches or something. It was actually a menu. And, you know, the meals were good. It was very good. So we enjoyed that trip. And then there's a guy up there that has a helicopter, and he gives helicopter tours. And you can rent the helicopter, and he flies around and lets you see things from up top. And Karen and I went on it once on her birthday. It was her birthday deal, and we took a trip on it. And we were going to do that with the boys. We were going to surprise them and give them a helicopter ride. So I called and talked to the guy. And he's a former military pilot, so he's definitely experienced. And he told me, he says, you know what, JD, he said, of all the dates in this year, that you call. He said, is the one time I'm going to be closed. He said, we're closing down for a week because I'm flying my chopper to Fort Worth to Bell Helicopter and picking up my new one and flying back. He said, so I closed that week so I could make that trip. So unfortunately, we did not get to get the boys on the helicopter. So hopefully in the future, when we have them, we can try again and get them on it. So redo it. We'll have to do it between now and next year when school lets out, because that's when we're planning on putting our house on the market to sell. But we always try to do something with them. We took them to Breckenridge, took the ski slopes all the way up to the top of the mountain, and we always try to do something special with them when we have them. So we're on the road now back to Woodland Park, and when we get down there, I'll glance over and check to see if the restaurant's open. Alright, so we're back in Woodland Park. Just came back into town. So we'll drive down here and check, see if that restaurant just happens to be open. Maybe they opened later. Because it is now 12:10. So if they opened later, like noon, it should be open. And if they're closed, we just keep on going to Colorado Springs. That candy apple red's pretty. So we just passed the restaurant that we were going to eat at, and they are still closed. So I guess they're just closed for the day. So we're going to go on down to Colorado Springs and see if Three Margaritas is opened. They got good food also. Well, we're going into the canyon, fixing to be going through Manitou Springs first, or by it. Not in through it, but go by it. On our way to Colorado Springs, so we are going through the canyon again. Well, when we went through here earlier, folks, we had clouds. Now we're coming through here and it looks like smoke. Looks like something burning somewhere. So I don't know what's going on. Sure is awful smoky. I'll try right though.
It's recording.
All right. We have gotten off of that road from Woodland Park, and we are fixing to merge onto I-25 here in Colorado Springs. And we're heading toward Three Margaritas down where we live. So, moderate traffic today for New Year's Day. What we were looking at a while ago in Manitou Springs, Karen said, wasn't actually smoke. The clouds that were hovering down in there earlier were starting to dissipate and spread out, so the clouds were kind of covering the area, making it look like it was like something was burning or smoke, but it was clouds. So, but we're out of there. We're on I-25 heading south toward our part of the town. So we'll plug you back in here shortly, because I'm sure you don't want to just watch us riding down the road. So I'll pause it and kick it back on in a minute. Alright, we are fixing to get off I-25 and see if the restaurant's open or not.
97.
Oh, yeah. Faster. After all these yahoos get by me. So we'll be getting off right up here, folks. Hitting another highway. Big fertilizer company right there in front of us. All them green bags. They sell fertilizer in that fertilizer plant. Sometimes it smells like sewage. Well, we'll stop for this one. Too close.
Wow. Look at that.
Pretty. Still hovering. Turn right here. Just had a train go through. And they're open. Good.
And they're not very busy. Not busy at all.
Cool.
Good.
It was meant to be.
This was.
So we'll stop here at 3 Margaritas. And go in and eat. Alright, so we are here with 3 Margaritas. Yahoo, Yahoo. I get all the goodies here. Yum, yum. Oh yes, I like fajitas. Oh yeah, fajitas, and sweet tea. Huh.
Since we're going to be out and about.
All right, we have finished lunch, and the Mexican food was wonderful, as always. They got really good food. And I lost my Coca-Cola bottle cap in here somewhere, and I don't know where it went. So, kind of frustrating. It just popped off and went somewhere. So we're going to, as soon as Karen comes out, she's still inside. As soon as we hit the road, we're going to head out east, Colorado Springs, out toward Elcott, and see if we can find some calmness somewhere, because I really want to try to get our drone up in the air and get some drone footage. So bear with us. We'll be on the road in a minute. Okay, so we are now on the road. We're on Fontaine Boulevard, coming up to Mountain Mesa. Get through this light, we'll go down here to Mark Scheffel. Actually, Powers. Probably be all right. We'll go down here to Powers and take a left. So. Alright, if you can see it in the camera, we are at Powers. We're going to turn left here on Powers. You look way off out in the distance. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but off in the distance, all those houses out there. Looks like a little town. That's actually where our house is at. So we're going to turn left here and try to head out to Ellicott, Colorado. I was out there once before and got some really good drone footage. So we'll try to head out there and see if we can find a place that's not windy. We were up in Woodland Park. It was just way too windy. So try to go out toward Ellicott and see if we can out in that direction anyway. Find a place where it's kind of open where we can get that drone up. Hold on a minute. Okay, so we are fixing to cross Mark Scheffel. They came up with that church, Redemption Hill Church. Might come up quick. So we're going to cross Mark Scheffel. Back road here, very quick. Lunch was good, always is. I always enjoy going there. So we're kind of set. Well, we stopped here on a side road for a little bit. I'm going to check the wind and see if it's possible to get the drone up for a few minutes. So just bear with us. Well, we pulled off on a back road trying to get the drone up, and something's not working correctly on it. The camera's not coming on, and for some reason it auto returns. It automatically comes back to the controller, so I can't get it really up, because when I do, if I get it up so high, it stops and comes back. So I had it up once after the accident when it crashed and the camera worked, and now it's not. So I'll just have to get it home, tinker with it, see if I can figure out what's wrong with it. So we are back on the road. Right here, folks, on Book Drive. There's a building out here that's got what looks like weather radar systems out here. So I'm gonna drive out here and get a closer look. This is an old rough dirt road, so yeah, this road don't go over toward it, I don't think. Business like that should have a concrete or a paved road, so let me go a little further down. They got round spherical things that look like they normally have weather radar in them, so I'm driving out and see what it is. turn down the road that looks like it leads to those, but I think it's part of Schriever Air Force Base because I see a lot of lights down here and gate and all that kind of stuff. So it's probably on a military base. Yeah, they got the gates down. Those little spears are kind of over to the right. So let me get up here a little closer here. So you might be able to see them off to the right over there, but there's 3 or 4 of them. And I don't know. Normally, weather radars are up on a tower with those little spears. Since those are down on the ground, that may be military defense related or something. So anyway, the gates are shut. That's one of the entrances to Schriever Air Force Base. So we won't get the MPs all stirred up.